Good morning. Today is Thursday, the 29th of January already, and I am looking. Again, I got in just a hair late today. I read to my son Christian's first grade class, and I just got in about 15 minutes ago. And we had a great buying opportunity down in here, and we've already rallied. I put on a trade yesterday near the close, looking for the gap higher, and as you can see, we had a profitable trade. Didn't gap that much higher, but I thought it'd gap. So I'm flat the market right now, and I'm looking to get long. I'm actually looking for this market to reverse, probably take out the high of today, possibly up through the 50 exponential moving average and move higher. I'm just upset that I wasn't able to get in earlier. As you saw this right here, hit the low, 1985 and a half. The next bar matched that high at 1985, that low rather at 1885 and a half. Double 3-minute bar low here. You had a relatively short or a small risk by going short as it broke up through that double 3-minute bar low. Okay, so the long took place here above the high of 89 3/4 and 90 1/4. 90 1/4, you should be long at 90 1/4 with a stop below these lows initially, and the market's higher here. So if the market's able to pull back a bit, I'm going to look to get long. So I'm going to pause this. All right, I'm starting to build up a position very, very small because I typically don't chase the market, and that's what I feel like I'm doing. So I just did two right about a point and a half ago right in here. And if it were to back and fill out, buy more. Again, I've got that feeling that this market is going higher, and we're going to challenge probably the highs of the day, if not move higher. So I'm going to be patient on this. I'm looking for that V bottom, and it's looking like that so far. It just hasn't completely formed by, retesting the high of the day. Let's see what happens. Hello, I am back. It's been quite a while, actually. Market hasn't done a whole lot. Market's going sideways. As you all know, the market did get, market tanked yesterday, so on a real short-term basis, we're extremely oversold. So obviously the market's just catching its breath right now, and it's not continuing yesterday's down move. So as you saw earlier, I put on a trade up in here, and I told you that when it came down, I would scale into that trade. So I've got a very, very small position. So when the market came down right in here and retested the low of the day, okay, this was the low of the day right here. When it came down and created this pattern, I bought it again here, thinking it was going to go higher, and we have moved higher. So we're right here right now. So I'm looking to see if we can break up through this 50. If we can get one or two closes above this 50, then obviously the next level we should be testing would be here and then right here. Okay, so I'm going to pause it again and see what we can do here. Okay. All right, I am back, and as you can see, the market has pushed higher, just like I thought, right? Market's pushing higher. Actually, the last 3-minute bar, look at the last 3-minute bar. It's an engulfing pattern, right? It took out the high and the low of this bar, okay? Which is bullish, right? And it actually closed a hair above that 50 exponential, okay? And it looks like we're going to close above it right on this second bar. And what I said earlier was I was looking for at least 2 consecutive closes above that 50. And that would mean we should be testing, well, we've already tested this high. We're looking for this high and this high. In the meanwhile, what I'm going to do, since I'm only long 4 contracts here, okay, I'm going to move and put the stop right below the low of the engulfing pattern. That engulfing pattern is 1990 1/4. I'm going to go 89 3/4 to sell stop. All right, so as you can see, I placed that right here so you can see the red. That's where the sell stop is. So what are we up today? Almost $1,000, right? We closed out 150. That was a gap trade that I put on, as you can see, just before it closed yesterday. Right at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Put that trade on. It closed lower, right? And as soon as it opened up, I had an automatic exit right there. So that was a nice trade. And again, we are long this market, and my stop is right below here now. I thought it would have been more of a V this morning, right? Down and then up. I was looking for it to continue higher, and instead, market drifted sideways and lower. But again, the reason I bought it down here is because we had the setup. So scaled into it, not because we were losing, but because I thought the market would move higher, obviously, right? So you got to stick with your convictions, have a plan, and simply trade it. So this is where the stop is now. I'm going to watch this closely, and I will pause this video so it's not too long. All right, I am back, and basically what I just did is I ran Fibonacci retracements from the high of the day to the low of the day, and as you can see, the market is so this 50 exponential is sitting right between the 50 and 61.8% retracement of the day's down move, right? So again, this is a critical level. This market needs to break up through this 60 and close up through the 60 of the day, obviously, before we can go higher. So I'm going to watch this very closely, and if I sense that the market's going to fail in here and come down, then obviously I will pull this order and get out at the market. So I'm going to watch this a little closer here, okay? So I'm going to watch this the rest of this 3-minute bar to see where it closes, okay? Let's watch this price action. Price action is everything. All right, I am back. Let's see if this can get up just a little higher here. If it's able to get up a bit higher and close higher on that bar, I'm going to take this stop and I'll actually move it below this pivot low of 91.5 to 91.25. All right, so I'll be back. All right, I am back, and it looks like this market wants to rally a little bit. We've got a bigger range here. We've gone ahead and moved up our stop to 91.25. This last entry we got in at 86.25, so 4, 5. It's a 5-point move up. We've taken out this high here. These two white horizontal lines simply represent prior highs, okay? The upper white is the high of the day, right? And this is, let's just go back and you can see for yourself. So we got this high here, right, before it came down and made new lows, and this is the actual high of the day right here. So we're going to watch this very closely. Let's get a bigger view of this. All right, and our stop is again below this low. And again, I'm following this there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to watch it very closely. 97.5 is this lower high right here. We want to see how it reacts to that price. Let's just take a look. 92. I may go ahead and move this up probably 50 cents to below this low, because chances are from now, if we come down through this low, we'll take out this low. So you know what? Let's see. We'll move it up 50 cents. Not a whole lot, but hey, it's part of trade management, right? We'll move it up 50 cents to 91.75. We're below this low now. Okay. Look at this. So we are officially testing that 97.5 right here. Okay. Nice trade so far, folks. Up about $1,300 on this particular trade. Again, you got to have a rhyme and reason behind everything you do. It's got to be rule-based, and this was completely rule-based. So I'm going to pause it again. Let's see what happens. I may go ahead and move it up to below this 3-minute bar's low, since we are testing the high. But moving it now might be a little premature, so let's wait till it closes. All right, so I've gone ahead one last time and moved my stop up to below the last low of 94 to 93.75. We're at 93.75. We're sitting right here. All right, so let's just watch. If I'm stopped, that's fine. Let's just be patient. All right, getting close to getting stopped right here. Let's see what we get. Getting real close. We're sitting on it practically 50 cents away. Again, it's this red horizontal line that we're seeing is a sell stop order. All right, so I was taken out of that trade, pretty much broke even on the first trade that I put today, as you see in this line, and then made a lot of money on this line. So we came out, 775 today so far, 775, and 150 that was with that that gap strategy that I used, but made 625 on this trade. So this trade netted out 625. Okay, hope that helps. It was a long trade, but hopefully you can learn from it. Have a great night. Bye for now.